Caro Marziano, nell'ultimo video messaggio ho cominciato a raccontarti un mondo molto particolare, quello delle scuole per maggiordomi. Ti ho portato in Olanda a visitare una delle scuole più importanti e ti ho promesso che avresti imparato anche un po' di tecniche. Ci eravamo lasciati all'arrivo del proprietario della scuola, il severissimo Mr. Vennekes.
You guys are welcome to take off your jacket, hang it on a chair somewhere, just sit down for a moment. We're going to do some ballet of service together, and this time we're going to make it absolutely perfect. We will have 21 guests, so you guys need to come up with a 9-course menu, please. Something formal, something that's very nice, something the guests will enjoy. Real game? You all excited? Yes, sir. All right, good. So, Mr. Bogus, give me a course number 1.
Caesar salad.
Wonderful. Caesar salad number 1. You, sir?
Followed by a soup course,
Yeah.
a bouillon soup.
Okay, let's make it a chicken bouillon, and then we can put something in the plates to decorate. Number 3, you, sir?
Carrot, salted in butter and chives.
Okay.
Caro Marziano, a questo punto mi sposto per seguire il gruppo che studia la stiratura perfetta.
Stiamo andando nella ballroom perché oggi abbiamo lezione di stiratura.
Ma tu prima eri brava a stirare?
Me la cavo.
Perché di solito storicamente in Italia il maschio non stira, è la donna che stira.
Ma guarda che io nella mia vita attuale, dove non ho professione definita, faccio il butler della mia casa.
Da disoccupato sei
Esatto.
hai fatto le...
Assolutamente. Per 2 anni ho gestito la mia personale proprietà. Mr. Benesh, where is the iron?
Fra di voi vi chiamate per cognome?
Sì, e prima del cognome Mr. o Mrs. come forma di rispetto, e se non lo fai ti viene fatto notare. La signora è la moglie del proprietario e lei oggi ci fa una lezione.
Hallo, Gea Wennekes.
Caro Marziano, metto in ordine anche i ferri da stiro per la lezione.
Piuttosto che essere sparpagliati, segue sempre una certa disciplina.
So as you see, when we start immediately with blowing. When you put them on automatic, and then when you go forward, you give steam. And when you go back, nothing happened. And no shining.
Come procede?
Scopri sempre cose nuove, dei dettagli.
Ma tu sapevi stirare?
Sapevo già stirare, sì.
When you iron this, then you turn.
A me mi vengono le macchie bianche, non si stira e poi vengono le macchie bianche. Dove sbaglio?
Non lo so. Devi chiedere a qualche esperto.
When I try to iron, for example, the black shirt,
Yeah,
sometimes often it becomes white.
yeah.
Why?
Then your ironing is too hot.
Ah, it's too hot.
Yeah, you must turn the material and you ironing it from the wrong side. It is no shining, it is no white.
Oh, finally I discovered. Thank you. You were a butler and now you...
I'm head butler here for school.
Did you work as a butler?
Of course. I'm always almost 20 years of service.
But it's true that at the end of the school you give something like a license.
Yeah, we give diplomas. There's a pointing system. If you did your job well, we're giving points for that, and then you get your diploma.
But it's true that if you do something wrong, if you are drunk or
If you are drunk, you will be excluded from the school.
but even after the school,
But if you do something which isn't, of course, appropriate being as a butler from our school, it's possible you can get rid of your diploma. Yeah, that's true.
and how many schools there are like this in the world?
There are many schools, of course, a couple which you can compare with our school.
Why this is the best one?
You do have to ask recruiters. They say we're the best school there is.
Okay. What's the wage at the beginning, more or less?
A butler should earn somewhere between 50 and 100,000 euros. Mostly for a start, around 50,000. And of course, there are butlers that are earning more, depending on the job, how big it is, and most of all, it's depending on the employer. What does he want to pay for the job you're performing on?
But usually it's 8 hours per day.
It's not like a normal job. Start around 7 o'clock, and when you're lucky, you're done at 10 or 11. So it's a 12 to 16 hours job a day, and mostly 6 or 7 days a week.
And usually you live with your boss.
Yeah, we're living with our bosses.
It's better if it's nice.
That's always from two sides. Sometimes a employer is not as nice as you hope for, but there are enough employers which are just nice people for their butler. But it's not always that.
Caro Marziano, per il tuo lunghissimo viaggio dovrai preparare valigie enormi. Ti porto quindi a vedere come le fanno dei veri professionisti.
Mr. is going to go to Switzerland, attempt to ski. And he also has 2 business meetings for which he wants different suits. It's 3 days. Enough information?
I'm fine.
Madam, holiday and business meeting to Italy. She's going to be there for a conference, let's say a formal dinner. She'll need 2 business suits and 1 gala. Madam is going to Iceland for hiking. It is summer, so it's relatively warm in Iceland, but it's still quite cold. She's going there for 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
Ok, fa freddo ma d'estate, quindi non tanto freddo, quindi niente di troppo elegante.
Perché c'è gente che si fa fare le valigie dai maggiordomi.
Sì, certo.
Esiste.
Sì.
Now you have 10 minutes to pack the suitcase.
Pieghiamola per bene, come ci ha insegnato la nostra nonna.
Usually I put the socks inside the shoes to have more space.
Yes, it's very common. You have to use every inch of space you have. Let's say this is folded. You could put the belts in right here, and then you can also put like a sock in there or something small. And it protects the color, which is also very important.
Hai capito, Marziano? Interessante come si piega la giacca.
Non so come la stava piegando la ragazza, ma io la piego così. Di solito lasciavo sempre il colletto così, però l'ultima volta mi hanno detto di farlo così.
5 minutes to finish up. Let's see.
Now explain what you did.
Well, this is one of my jackets. It's the one for the more formal.
Good?
One to go with the less formal one to go with the formal one,
Yeah.
and then formal shoes, and there are socks in there, and there's underwear in, and the wheels are on this side.
Why is important where are the wheels?
Usually you carry the suitcase with the wheels, well, down of course. If you have the heavy items on top, then they'll fall down and then they'll wrinkle everything. So you want that all on the bottom.
What you put in here?
That's
You did it
one,
falling
yeah,
pants underneath. Okay.
sheet jacket,
Yeah.
and the shoes and the ties are in here.
You can put a tie in the shoe, but you cannot show you. You mostly wrap it in paper. And then you can use it in the collar as well, and it will not crease so much.
I put a tie
In the sock?
Okay, very good. Yeah.
like this, and, to protect the buckle.
Okay, yeah.
Very good.
Or just go around in a suitcase,
Alright.
like that. It takes less space. I'll put it in a shoe.
It's a little bit of a big suitcase for not too much clothes, so they will probably be all messed up when you sit down.
Put and fold in between.
You check the mix of the colors.
We have a limited set of stuff. Usually, of course, you have to know the preference of your employer. So what do they like to wear? You know, what matches well.
Is the jelly?
Yeah, my lady, she's gonna be very glamorous during her hiking in Iceland.
In Iceland.
Okay, anyway, there is some blues or shirt, which I protected with some
Paper.
paper. One tailleur or suit is here. The dress with the jacket. One jumper for the evenings. A pair of high heel shoes and the jacket.
Nice job. Looks nice.
Caro Marziano, io ho tentato di fare il cameriere alla London Business School a Londra e mettevo il dito nel brodo per farti capire. But
Two different shops, you can't compare them at all. Maybe this what you see is the same, but waiter is always doing it on the hustle. He's running from this table to that table and there's no time for him. A butler mostly has time. He's going easily to his principal with a coffee or the tea, puts it down and goes back. They are not running around like waiters do. You are also a little bit
Of course,
a waiter. Of course, you're a little bit of a waiter.
The motivation is different. When you know that someone doesn't want something to drink, you won't offer them. But as a waiter, you want to sell stuff because
You want your tip.
And we don't
want
work for tips. We refuse tips.
If a guest come on
A
holiday,
guest will never offer you a tip.
No. They will,
Yeah, we'll offer it maybe, but
we should refuse.
Caro Marziano, adesso ritorno nel salone delle cene dove Mr. Vennekes sta supervisionando l'apparecchiatura della tavola.
A 15-minute break. You have to be here in line, fully dressed in your butler uniform, standing to attention. You understand?
Yeah.
15 minutes, starting right now.
who decides the rules of?
I do.
You?
Well, for the most part, the rules are somewhat based on old etiquette and protocol. We have our own standards here at school. My standards are based on 37 years of experience in the butlering profession, so they don't come out of the air, so to speak.
That rules are the same around the world.
No. Many rules are international and other rules are not. And we train students to be employed basically anywhere in the world.
When did you get the idea to open a school?
I got the idea because I have a recruitment company. Years ago, I had very good assignments from clients who asked me to find them a professional butler, and I couldn't find them. I did a lot of research about other schools and training programs, and none of what I found was up to the level that I was seeking. And then I decided if I can't find them, I will train them myself. That's why I decided to open up my own training academy.
They can't use this.
They use their measuring stick. I use this to check.
If they are wrong, you use the stick also.
Yes, to punish.
Exactly. What is the worst thing that the butler can do?
Probably speak about the family that he or she works for, because there's a lot of people who want to know. This is a very discreet world, and you should never, ever, ever speak about your family.
I was going to ask you, it's the first question that you want to make. Is
Who do you work for?
Yes.
What do they do? How much money do they have? Yes. No, we don't talk about those things. So that would be the worst thing, probably.
Caro Marziano, è tutto pronto, stai per assistere al tuo primo ballet of service. Però prima ti do il tempo di indossare qualcosa di elegante. Ci vediamo al prossimo video messaggio. Mi raccomando la puntualità, che Mr. Vennekes su queste cose è un tantino inflessibile.